My name is Joe Public, I'm sure you all know me.
Hi lunatics. Right. Right. If you've just come across this channel, it's sort of hard to explain, you know. Basically, I've been harassed by Essex police and all the little minions that are associated with them, like, you know, counsellors and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out like some statements. So this is like number one, and we're going to refer to each one as Karen, because I didn't break any bloody law, but they're alarmed and distressed, which because I record in public. Very strange behaviour, isn't it? Right, so I'm just going to read it out. Right, this is Karen 1, we're going to call this one. This is quite long, it's going to be quite boring, but it needs to be done. Right, I would like to give a statement in relation to a male who continues to disrupt and effectively ruin some important meetings which I attend. So she's assumed my gender then. Bit naughty. His behaviour has caused and continues to cause myself and other attendees considerable alarm and distress, because I go and I did try to record a public meeting. So I don't know what law that is, what that would come under. In my statement, I will refer to a male who I do not know. I would describe him as white, slim, late 30s, about 5'10". This male generally has a camera phone mounted onto a selfie-style tripod, which he carries around and keeps in front of him, recording everything and everybody. I refer to him as the male with the camera. So, in that paragraph, like where have I broken a law? You know, recording in public. I can't see that yet. I'm waiting for it. Right. In my statement, I shall be referring to something called the Local Community Meetings, LCMs. These are public meetings between the police, the local authority, councillors, other agencies, and most importantly, the general public. These meetings take place on the last Monday evening every alternate month and are held at Southend Civic Centre. So if you want to, and it's Victoria Avenue in Southend, that is. So if you want to go to one of these, because I think they've started them again, so feel free to go, because it says, most importantly, the general public. They serve as an opportunity for any member of the public to raise their own or their community's concerns, issues or frustrations, and have the relevant people answer them or propose a way towards a solution. They are a significant way of building public trust, transparency, and community cohesion. Oh really? So why did I get thrown out then? And why are you making a statement against me? Members of the public have to give up their time to come to these meetings, and they involve a great deal of trust that everybody else is all there just to try and help and improve their community. So basically what she's saying there is I'm not part of it because I had a camera. Wow, that's a bit naughty, isn't it? I attend the meeting in two different roles. Firstly, to represent a charity, which is SHIP. It's South Church Hall Inspirational Parkers, which I chair. SHIP is community-led and was founded due to the local South Church Hall garden becoming a regular meeting for all kinds of unsociable behaviour, including drug dealing and abusers, prostitution, and large groups of abusive street drinkers. On the other hand, I attended as a member of the community, representing my community, as the park itself is a part of our community. Fucking hell, how many times are you going to say that? And the crime has spilled out onto our streets and outside our homes. I am a hub to a cascade email where people from the community will email me and ask me to bring up points at the local community meeting on their behalf. Right, it's quite long-winded, by the way. I think it's just this last page. Karen does go on. Attending the local community gives me the opportunity to raise these issues and discuss them with the appropriate people in order to tackle problems by working together. These meetings are paramount to improving community, yet again. Um, I first became aware of the male with the camera at a meeting that was held on the 20th of May 2019, when it was noticed that it was filming people. No, I was filming the police. He was politely asked by a number of attendees to stop filming. Um, there is a lady there in that video, which is still up, and she actually says, you know, you're all concentrating on the bloke filming when I'm trying to talk to you. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, bullshit there already. Because there's a lady talking, she didn't give a shit. When he refused, he was asked again by an officer. So I don't talk to officers because I only talk to constables from the police. That meeting was brought to a halt and only resumed when the man with the camera eventually left, believing, so she knows my thoughts now, believing that he has disrupted it enough for him to leave. I left, and you can see in the video, because I thought I was going to get fucking thrown on the fucking floor by a bunch of corrupt police, which you can see in the video. And that video is on my channel. It's called Ready to Go Hands On. Again at the meeting on the 29th of July, the man with the camera arrived after everyone had been seated. Yeah, I was a bit late. And the meeting was underway. He made it obvious to everyone that he was recording. So I'm not trying to do anything secretly. I'm quite open about it. By pulling up a chair in a prime position. Again, he was asked to stop recording by the entire group, which that's not true. There's only like one or two people that sort of didn't like it, and I'm in public, so I'm allowed to record. And he refused and just started to antagonise people. No, not true. Most of the people present were there to discuss serious issues affecting their neighbourhoods and communities. The man with the camera came across as arrogant and bolshy, when I was pretty quiet and polite to everybody, by the way, and you can see it on the video. I was the one that was threatened with violence in the video, so I don't know why these people think they can get away with lying. I might actually name this person at the end of this. I believe he was baiting people in order to try to get them to behave in an aggressive manner. What, by recording? How? Why would you? Why would you be aggressive if someone's recording? Doesn't make sense. Because that would be the stupidest thing to do, wouldn't it? Be aggressive? Yeah, I think so. If you're on camera, which one of them did. Funny as fuck that. He deliberately made sure that he had captured every face in the room, even though some were minors. It's not illegal to film children, and they were clothed, and there was a girl rolling on the floor having a good time. She didn't give a shit. Once again, the meeting was postponed as the entire group had to gather their things to move locations and resumed to a room in the police station. So they excluded me from a public meeting because I had a camera. Wow. I believe that the man with the camera does this in order to incite police hate, as he posts these recordings on social media where many of his followers leave their own remarks, some of which seem to incite police hate. He posts them on YouTube under the channel name Joe Public. Right. I'd love to have cross-examined this woman myself, because, yeah. That meeting video that was put up, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen, but it keeps getting removed. The only reason it incites police hate is because of the way Inspector Hughes acted. He should have told the public, the other people there, he's allowed to record. He's in public. It's a public meeting. He can record it. Why didn't he do that? And that's why he got shit, and people in the video got shit. If everyone had just been nice, wouldn't be getting shitty comments about yourselves, would you? Fucking idiots. Oh dear. I found myself on at least one of these recordings on YouTube after a lengthy process of complaining to YouTube and explaining that I now feel at risk. Google simply distorted several of the scenes displaying my face, but the man with the camera has since simply reloaded the original recording, totally ignoring GDPR. I'm not a fucking company, you stupid bloody Karen. GDPR it's nothing to do with me, and you all know that. He seems to have no regard for the law or people's safety. Well, if I'm recording, um, and then anything kicks off, I'd probably be helping people, wouldn't I? I would have thought, because I'd catch any dodgy shit on camera. Um, and no regard for the law. Uh, okay, so I was breaking the law by recording in public, then, was I? This this Karen, I'm going to name her at the end of this. Don't worry about it. I now feel very vulnerable as my image appears several times on the YouTube website, which seems to be dedicated to police hate, and which allows all drug dealers, human traffickers, and other antisocials that might be part of the antisocial community, she loves that word, that have frequented the park to see, and now I feel a prime target for revenge. Wow. In fact, since this incident, the charity, probably a scam, have decided to purchase communication equipment for use while we're at the park. Right. So if she's at the park, even before this statement was made, she's going to the park and walking around probably with a torch and shit. People know what she looks like anyway. The so-called drug dealers and human traffickers? What the fuck? What, they all hang around in the park, do they? Oh, right, yeah. But yeah, they'd all see her, wouldn't they, in the park? So they know who she is. They know what she looks like. They can follow her home. My video, which now she's made even worse by making this bullshit statement, has made her like in a worse position, really. And I would have liked to help the charity, but no, didn't get a chance. So, right, nearly at the end. At the November meeting, I noticed that the attendance was the lowest amount of people I had ever seen at any meeting that I've attended in the past 3 years. I believe this is because people are concerned about the male with the camera turning up and filming them and appearing on YouTube. It's not my problem. It would be more than a shame for this individual to disrupt and sabotage these meetings. What, by recording them? How is that sabotage? These people are fucking wrong-uns. I hate reading these, they actually make me really angry. As they are paramount to communities who wish to do whatever they can to make their community safe. How else can we work towards this without support of the police and local authorities? And to do this, we need to communicate. The meetings also allow the police to understand firsthand what is going on in the communities to enable them to offer that support. Well, in that video, I wanted to ask the police some questions and they didn't let me. They shut the meeting down and they wouldn't answer anything on camera and basically did all that shit. So, you know, and she's going on about, you know, communicate and everything. Well, all I got, I mean, if you read that, I mean, that's what her thoughts are. It's basically calling me a criminal for recording a public meeting. Fucking disgusting. And her name is, you know, the charity she works for. Her name is